Hello, I'm Mel. I'm socialmediatraffic.com. 10 top tips for Amazon sellers, demonstrated and narrated by Picking Profits.
I got 10 important tips every Amazon seller needs to know before deciding to sell on Amazon. And I just want to talk to you guys today about them because I get so many questions from all these different people all about Amazon and eBay, because I see a lot of people out there who are asking a lot of questions and I want to answer them for you. So let's just get started. Number 1, Amazon does not care about you. You're a drop in the bucket, and they will make this known very clearly. You're fortunate enough to use their service, and you should be grateful. That's how they view you. Tread lightly and follow their rules to the T, or else you will not be nearly as successful as you could be, and you may even get kicked off. Number 2, Amazon is the best place to sell the vast majority of books, DVDs, CDs, and just about anything with a barcode. Their traffic is incredible, and you're wasting your time trying to sell these types of items anywhere else. While there are exceptions, such as having your own website, selling a niche genre, you'll notice a night and day difference if you previously tried to unload these types of items on another selling platform such as eBay. Number 3, Amazon has a 30-day return policy, and as a seller on their platform, by contract, you do as well. Telling a customer that you don't will most likely result in an Amazon A to Z claim and a nasty negative feedback. This policy is a no exception policy. Tell customers that you do not allow returns at your own risk, because it is just that, risky. Number 4, Amazon almost always gives you more in shipping credit than it costs to ship books, DVDs, CDs, and VHS, but oftentimes won't cover the price of shipping anything even remotely heavy. Keep this in mind when you're pricing your items, because it's easy to get screwed if you're not careful. Now, if you're a pro merchant, you can modify the cost of shipping, but it's a little bit tedious and it can get kind of annoying after a while if you're dealing with lots of products. Number 5, Amazon FBA is the most incredible and lucrative opportunity right now for anyone who's hungry to be making money, but only if they're willing to put in the time and effort. It's easy to gross over $100K in sales in a year with Amazon FBA with no hired help whatsoever. Couple Amazon FBA with retail arbitrage, the perfect pairing, for what is essentially God mode in money making. It is noteworthy to mention that you need a decent amount of investment capital to get yourself started doing so. Together we may discuss the intricacies of Amazon FBA and retail arbitrage, but without going any further, you should be aware that if you're not using Amazon FBA, you are missing out big time. Number 6, customers ignore you like an awkward next morning, even if they love their purchase. You have to wring their necks to get feedback out of them, and being too forceful in your request can lead to negative feedback. You can leave a kind reminder in the shipment on an invoice, but even still, don't expect to receive feedback anywhere near as easily as on eBay. I'm not exaggerating when I say expect about 5% of buyers to leave feedback. Number 7, Amazon is scammers' paradise. If you thought eBay was bad, just wait until you step foot into the arena of Amazon. The best way to avoid this is to focus on products that are not very scam-worthy. Here's a quick example. I sell an item type that is most likely the least scam-worthy item on Amazon: non-fiction books. The majority of my buyers are mature adults, generally middle-aged, who are seeking out a book that they really want or even need. Most of them will cherish their purchase and be happy to have completed a mutually beneficial transaction. If you sell something such as a vintage video game, I would expect a massive amount of scams and returns. You deal with a lot of children, and you also deal with a lot of garbage buyers. And that's not to say that people who buy video games are necessarily garbage buyers, but from my personal experience, it's a lot more likely than the guy who was buying a book on psychoanalysis theory. Number 8, the customer is always right. Smart business people know this, and Amazon is no exception. The problem starts when the scammer is always right, and you're the one that has to pay for it. A smart business would never give in to the blatantly obvious scammer in a way that Amazon expects you to. But you're not Amazon. You're Amazon's fall guy. You take all the blame. You buy the scammer a night out on the town while he laughs all the way home. Amazon smiles knowing that they're going to pocket some profit. eBay is head and shoulders better when it comes to scammers, and I really do mean that. Number 9, do not sell items that are worth $100 or more on FBA. You're setting yourself up for an absolute nightmare. Generally speaking, if you're selling a high-value item that's in demand, expect to be violated consistently by scammers. With Amazon FBA, a customer can literally return an empty box with no reason given for the return. In fact, the vast majority, over 90% of returns I got last year, were items that the customer broke, or they returned it incomplete, each time stating that the item is not as described to avoid paying any share of what they were supposed to. When shipping any electronic, fragile, or high-value item, always mark your item. Use some sort of identification so you can tell if they're returning a different item. There are lots of videos on this on the internet. You can find them out. I haven't made one yet, but definitely look into that. Use signature confirmation on items over $100, and if you choose to use FBA for expensive stuff, just work a massive shrink rate into your cost estimate. There are so many other things that can happen. The Amazon warehouse can destroy an item by accident, and then it's on you sometimes, so just be careful. Number 10. Customer service is abysmal. Have a problem? Well, too bad. Unless you need help listing an item or refunding a buyer, expect absolutely zero assistance. This is their sandbox, so get used to it. If you feel it's not worth it, perhaps you should create a better business platform to sell your stuff. Until you or someone else does, Amazon is the place to be, and the trade-offs are more than worth it. I absolutely love Amazon primarily for FBA, but also for their unmatched traffic and buyers. Hopefully these tips will help you make an informed decision. Thanks for watching.
Social media traffic. Instantly maximize your income with social media networks. For tips and strategies, get free instant access. Go now to my website, imsocialmediatraffic.com, and click here or in the description box of the video you're watching. Amazon FBA Recipe for Success, written by Susan Wells and Kim Tarrant. How to sell products on Amazon using their fulfillment program. Click this link here or in the description box of the video you're watching.